Hit to like, follow, subscribe, and turn on notifications so that you will receive alerts when there are new episodes. Go get it.
I've been grinding for so long, I wake up and chase my goals. I go out and I go get it. How to code, that's all I know. I don't succeed, then I don't breathe. Success, what does it mean? If I conquer all my goals, then I'm living out my dream. Dig deep, go out and get it. Success Chronicles, compete until it's finished. Success Chronicles, go take care of your business. Success Chronicles, it's deeper than just winning. Success Chronicles.
All right, guys, we are here at Texas High School Coaches Association. So excited to have Coach Zepeda on with us. Amazing guy, doing some great things for the sport, for people giving service. So excited, Coach. First off, thank you so much for taking the time. I know it's nuts for you, and for you to say yes to take time to come interview. That means a whole lot to me, Coach. I really appreciate it.
No, I appreciate it. I don't think I could say no to you because, but in the past when we needed you, when I was at school-based athletic director, you always said yes to us. And so just to be here and to give some time to you when you've always given time for us and our kids, it's a no-brainer.
That's awesome, Coach. That's a blessing, and that's what it's all about.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's what it's all about.
It's about relationships, and I think that's why we get into this wonderful profession.
No doubt about it. So just talk about, there's lots of things. Your schedule's nuts, lots of events you guys put on throughout the year. Just talk about some of those things and what y'all do to help kids and the events. Just hit on that.
Well, our events really get cranked up a little bit further from now, 3 or 4 months from now when we hit those state championships. And so obviously at the UIL, we're responsible for those state championship events. And I think that's really the joy of my new career now, working at the UIL, is seeing kids and coaches compete for state championships. And so we'll get cranked up with that. I think our first one is going to be water polo or team tennis, and then water polo as we get towards October. But right now, we're trying to get everybody geared up so that they can have their events at their campuses. And so I was telling somebody the other day, I can always tell when the new school year starts. It's always the Monday after the 4th of July week. My phone rang at 6:15 in the morning with a coach having a question. And so this is always an awesome time to come to the THSCA, and it really kind of signals, hey, we're back at it.
Yes,
and
sir.
The events that we all enjoy and are passionate about are about to get rolling.
That's good. There's a few people that I know that know you, right? And this is how you know it's really good. And they all say amazing things about you, Coach. They all say, whenever I need something, I can always reach out to Coach and ask him. He's always been a great mentor for me, right? And then even when we talked before, because I've interviewed you, you talked about some of the people that came before you that helped you.
Absolutely.
And none of us are perfect. We all make mistakes, and none of us would be where we are if it wasn't for people pouring into us and loving on us. And so let's just hit on the importance of mentors. What do you see why is it important to have mentors and be a mentor?
Well, I think it's important because you need someone to kind of point you down the road of where you need to kind of go. People that have traveled the same path maybe that you're on, that have experienced the successes that you've had, but have also had some of those failures. I know I was just telling a story a few minutes ago that I first started coming to coaching school because my high school coach and the old staff would bring me here prior to me even graduating from college. And so they were looking out for me at a very early age.
Awesome.
And so I think it's important for all of us to try to find somebody to mentor, to give back to, because people have done that for us. But I think even more critically, it's important for us to seek out, no matter what stage of life we're in, people that could mentor us. And so I think all of those things are important. And I hope that in my capacity that I've always made time for people and to try to give back and to be a great mentor to people. I would say this, I've been mentored many, many times over.
Yeah, no doubt. And you have, Coach. You have, and I'm grateful for that. I was just telling my guy, there's so many great people in the profession. There's so many great people in the profession that you can learn from, just ask questions. And even if you don't ask questions, just by watching.
Yeah, I'm biased, but it's the greatest profession in the world to me.
I'm with you.
And because of what it does for kids, the way it grows adults.
Yeah. And
I'm just excited to be a small part of it and so proud. People always ask me, what do we call you now? And I said, shoot, just keep on calling me Coach. I think that's the best title that I've ever had.
Yes, sir. Well, just the last question I want to ask you is, you've had amazing experience. You've helped so many people coaching tree is pretty cool. You got some people doing some amazing things at other places. What are maybe a couple tips that you could give for coaches to help them be successful in a profession?
Well, I'm going to give you about 3 things. And I think the first is, this is a tough profession. I mean, you got to be willing to embrace the grind and get to work and put in the time. This is not something that you go and you punch the clock and get in at 9 and you leave at 5 and your job's over. This is a all-consuming, sometimes 7-day-a-week profession, and that needs to be uniquely who you are as a worker. On the flip side of that is, because of that, you need to take care of yourself. If you don't take care of yourself, you're probably also not going to be long for this profession, and that grind's going to burn you out. And then the final thing is, I heard somebody tell me one time, and I'd never thought of it this way, you need to understand the weight of the jersey that you're wearing. And what I mean by that is that when you're coaching, you're not just coaching sports and X's and O's, you're coaching up people to be future moms, dads, parents, leaders, and you need to understand that all of those interactions with those kids, you're growing them to be, the people that are going to be the caretakers of our society tomorrow. And I think you need to understand the weight of that when you're going to work each day and coach all of them, not just your best players, but everyone that you have on the team. And I think uniquely when you have your own kids, you understand and appreciate coaches that do that.
So good, Coach. That's so good. Well, as we close, I'd love for you to share your social media with the audience so they can go check you out and follow you to support you with all the great things you got going on.
Oh, you can easily find me on Twitter. I don't even know my Twitter handle, but there's a lot of people that do know it because people find me all over the place with good and bad things. Search for Ray Zepeda on Twitter. Again, I'm so excited to be here. We're going to go get it over the next 3 days.
Let's go.
Try to make something happen. But Chip, I always appreciate you
Yes,
and your
sir.
contribution to kids across the state.
Yeah, Coach, thank you so much for that.
Thank
Those
you.
kind words. Thank you for coming by. And thank you guys for checking out this session. We'll see you next time. God bless. Coach.
Go get it.